Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. And I just want to share with you how easy it can be to do risk management so that it's live and interactive, proactive, easy to track, and engages everyone in your team or your company. So super easy. So here I'm looking at our strategy tree. So you can see I've come in on this goal to the sub goal. And then below that sub goal, we've realized we need to do these three things. So if I open this up, everything's at my fingertips on that action there. So I've got the strategy tree giving us the context, meaningful context where we're heading. And now all the actions taking place here. So tasks, workboards, assumptions, everything to do with that action is now at my fingertips in one place. And if I'm thinking about that action and I want to identify a risk, and there's different structures built into the app, if I come here to the risk section, I could add an idea or make a decision, but I'm just going to add a risk. And let's say I'm concerned with the political stability in the Philippines. So I'll just add the members to that risk. So now that risk has its own card. So here we are, everything's at my fingertips off the strategy tree. So the strategy is alive and interactive. And now this risk also has its own workspace, and that'll be live and interactive. And I can say, add other people. So I could come in here and say, hey, look, I really want to add everyone who's in the operations team. I'll add them and they can be part of this risk. Therefore, they're going to get more notifications and be involved in solving this risk. And I can add mitigations here. So, one of the mitigations might be have alternate countries ready to go. That could be one. Another one could be set up on the Clark Air Force Base. If I can type, because that location has different rules politically inside the country, and also, great backup for power and water and everything else. So there it is. And then I probably want to get someone to own this risk, and I could just click there and make them owner, but perhaps I actually want to talk to them first. So I'll create a task for myself saying, talk to Sarah about owning this risk. And let's say I want to get that done today. I'm going to save that. And there you go. So that's now sitting below, that task is now sitting below this risk. And the risk is sitting below the action we had on the strategy tree, and everything's hanging together, right? So strategy to execution's all taking place seamlessly. So let me just jump out of everything. So we'll go right back to the beginning. And if I go to the risk page now, we'll see that risk is there with the probability and impact, which I can change. And I can filter and track and time and everything else, right? But basically, all the risks are being captured on all the work taking place in the company across different projects, and in this case, the strategy tree. So it makes it really easy if you're the CFO or someone else who's responsible for risk management and tracking and updating the board on how we're going, where are we exposed. This all automatically pulls the risks out of those conversations and puts them in one place. And you can lock this down with security, of course. So if I made that secret or confidential, you'd have to be one of those members we added to see it. Of course, you can do that. So, and now if I go to my time page, this is my whole day laid out for me on one page, right? So remember this, you've got priorities for the week and the month, quick to-dos, longer to-dos. And on the right, the app has pulled in my personal calendar in yellow and my work calendar in blue. And then it's automatically scheduling the day for me, taking my preferences here from the longer to-dos. And it creates an allowance for these quick to-dos. So it doesn't sort of fill up the right-hand side too much. And if I scroll down there, you've got that, there's that talk to Sarah about owning this risk, right? So I might actually just do that first. So I'll just move it up the top. And what the app will do now is update everything on the right-hand side. So it's rescheduling the day for me. So we're going to do that first. Then I've got an allowance there for some time, which is probably to do these quick to-dos. Quick to-do allowance, so general allowance. And then the rest of my day will follow the plan I've got, including the times I've selected or estimated how long things are going to take. And if I scroll across to the right, actually I can collapse the view, see more of it. You can see what to-dos relate to what priorities. And you can also see what my capacity is and when I'm aiming to finish today based on what I've set out to do. So there is, everything's hanging together, right? So the action we created, the to-do, to talk to Sarah here, that's a task that's connected to the risk, and the risk came off the strategy tree, and you saw the strategy tree had context because it was all pointing to the one goal. So all pre-configured out of the box, easy, no user training required. It just flows, you just work in it and the content's created for you and everything hits your time page. And like I said, the app automatically schedules your day for you and makes those changes. As you reorder things, it'll make the changes for you and keep you on track during the day. Thanks very much.